Oh, I'm double sore today. Yesterday I had a great workout on squats where I tried to do everything in the morning, and I did, I got 4 reps on 120, although not hugely happy with them. But then I did a 20 rep squat and a 12 rep squat as well. 12 reps with 90 and then 20 with 80. And that, it's giving me such sore legs today. Awesome amount. I don't know if you'd call it DOMS if it really is just sore legs the next day, because DOMS is usually a delayed, you know, if you consider the delay being 24 hours, then yeah, but I think a delayed onset really should be more kind of a little bit later on. Anyway, so my legs are tender as anything at the moment, but the thing which I'm more sore about or more worried about is my lower back. If you don't know my past, in a lot of videos I've talked about how I had a car crash in the past and it fucked my back. I got a thing called a herniated disc in my spine. Effectively, somebody was crossing my path as I went straight into them. Well, they got hit from behind, so they didn't even know that they were going to go in front of me. And I went forward, my knees smacked against the bit where the steering wheel is, and obviously with my body going forward, it's just like crushed from my knees going up into my lower spine, and so there's a certain couple of discs in the lower part of my back which are prone to herniating, I think is the term, or prone to prolapsing, maybe that's what it is. And so that's why I'm not so great on deadlifts. I think that's my excuse. I'm not so great on deadlifts, and I've got a major fear of doing like explosive deadlifts as well. Like, so that's when the hyper extension that you do whenever you do something like a big snatch or a power clean, that puts the heebie-jeebies in me. I'm just like, oh my god, no, I would never want to overstretch my back like that, because that just says that it would be exactly where it would nip my lower or my what do you call it, the vertebrae, or the cervical disc in between the two spinal bones. I don't know. So I'm always a bit fearful of that stuff. And anyway, so 2 days ago, I had a car crash. I got shunted into from behind. A Volkswagen Polo hit my Volkswagen Golf. So we've all got good bumpers, proper good 40 miles an hour. I was parked at some traffic lights, and just as I was waiting for the traffic lights to turn red, I just glance up my mirror and I see a guy in there looking down at his phone, and I'm like, yeah, he's so looking at his phone, and him just going, Arr! And next thing I'm going, hard enough for me, even though I'm parked on a flat road, I still have my foot on the brake. I ended up hitting the car in front of me as well. So it was a 3-car pile-up, if you want to call it. But amazingly, his car just able to drive away, my car able to drive away, and the car that I hit in front of me, obviously absolutely fine. Well, that one was absolutely fine, not even a scratch. So all of us are walking around going, that's amazing. So like, first of all, I doff my cap to all you kind of scientists, boffins that have made car safety a priority, because it was amazing. Like a 40-mile-an-hour crash into a stationary car, his airbag didn't even go off. It's like, wow, that is good. Granted, I think all the cars were very new cars, so not big heavy metal bumpers. They're all nice squishy bumpers, but I think there's definitely a dent in the boot of my car as well, so I need to get this off to the insurance. However, with that, my left leg nerve is pissing me off at the moment. So in other words, stretching just now to put my foot on the clutch, a little bit tender, and right leg absolutely fine. So that makes me think it's not like muscle soreness from doing the heavy squats, and like my lower back doesn't feel sore as well. It's really a nerve that goes from certainly just above my butt cheek down into the back of my leg. I'm trying to stretch that part just now, like doing, what do you call it, scorpions, is a, maybe not a scorpion, but the other one where you bring your leg up towards your hand while you're in like a press up position. That is excruciating, and I think what it is, it's definitely, don't know if it's necessarily herniated disc or anything like that, but maybe an inflamed nerve. So in other words, the nerve is kind of going, oh my god, what was that? And just suddenly just got a little bit swollen, and it's incredibly sore. So I'm just trying to figure out like, because I did the squats yesterday and I felt fine. So it's not a weight issue. I don't think it's a herniated disc issue, but I think it's a nerve issue. So it's amazing how many things you've got to think about whenever you do have an injury. Is it a muscle? Is it a disc? Is it a nerve? Is it a tendon? Is it a swelling? Is it a rubbing? Is it, you know, there's so many little things that you really got to look out and really figure out whenever you're trying to diagnose your own injuries or your own pain. So for me just now, definitely it's nerve. I think there's nothing, like in the past we'd have been going ibuprofen, ibuprofen, ibuprofen. That's the worst thing to do, because ibuprofen is just so bad for your tummy, I think. Or certainly it's given me bad, not like it gives me the shits or anything, but I've like shat out blood in the past from having too many ibuprofen. So that's like, don't have that. So for me, I think the only thing is to, this will sound contradictory, but for me, for this, that my best rehab is not resting. So in other words, a lot of people say, oh, just sit around, relax, lie in bed a little bit longer. That for me would be the absolute worst thing that I could do. So for me, it's maybe not heavy stuff, maybe not deadlifts as well, because that'll be really stretching my hamstring. I think the stretching of the nerve that goes down the back will be not a good idea, because that might just be rubbing it against whatever is inflamed or anything at the moment. But it's certainly lots of just general physical activity. So walking around, bending over, picking up stuff, squatting, lightweight bodyweight squats, kind of stuff like that. And generally just not sitting on my ass. I think sitting on my ass with what is a little injury, it's not really affecting me in any way whatsoever, will be the worst thing for me to do. But I'll let you know, this is just like day 2 of slightly tender. Let's hope it doesn't get worse. And the plan is, I think the other thing is sitting in an uncomfortable seat in the office. So definitely onto my giant Swiss ball for my back posture and rolling around on that all day today. But not resting. Absolutely not. Not at all. Anyway, that's my plan. Bye.